CPT JJ-CPV Evaluation and Management E&M Services Guidelines, page 7, part 14. Time continued.
It should be recognized that the specific times expressed in the visit code descriptors are average and, therefore, represent a range of times that may be higher or lower depending on actual clinical circumstances.
Clinical circumstances, right. So all they're telling you here is that the time that you see there in the descriptors are averages, right? Which means that they have taken several visits and they have made an average from all those visits. And it depends on actual clinical circumstances. Now, to understand a little bit more, we have a little table over there, right? So you can read about the CPT time rule, okay? The first thing, for instance, is a unit of time is attained when the midpoint is passed, okay? And there are other details that you can read about. Okay, so this is the theory. Now we're going to do a problem. So ready, set, go. Okay, CPT JJ-RVA-249-21-L3, level 3. Now, what is level 3? Level 0 are the ones that are very easy to do. Level 1 are the regular ones. Level 2 are the difficult ones, right? But level 3 are the ones that we disagree with the solution with the book, because we are doing all this from a book that has the answers. So we disagree for some reason. It might be a typo, a mistake in the book, or we might be wrong. It's for you to decide. But we have labeled this as level 3, which means that all the level 3s are the problems that we think the book has the wrong answer. Okay, we might be wrong. If we are wrong, we'll clarify this in a subsequent video. But for now, this is a level 3, which means we will give you a different answer from the book. You will have the answer from the book, but we will give you our answer. Okay, so the key codes or the keywords are excision, breast, and biopsy, right? And the text reads like this.
Okay. Surgery and tegumentary system.
The skin, right?
Right. Female patient has a percutaneous needle biopsy of the left breast lesion in the lower outer quadrant.
That's right.
Following the biopsy frozen section results, the physician followed this with an excisional removal of the same lesion.
Right? Okay, so there's a biopsy first, and there's an excisional removal of the lesion, right? So we are going to count to 3, so you can pause the video and give us the CPT code for this procedure, right? So 1, 2, 3. Okay, the answer. Our answer, since there was a biopsy first and there was an excision of the lesion second, our answer is the code for the biopsy, which is 19100, and the code for the excision of the lesion. And the LT is because it's the left breast, right? But now the book answer is just the code for the excision. We have tried to see in the book if this code for the excision includes the biopsy, but we have not found it. If you find it, please just write in the comments and we will change the video. But for now, we think that the biopsy is not mentioned, so we need an extra code for that, okay? So I hope we're right, but if we're wrong, we'll tell you later on, okay? So keep track of this. All right, so that's the answer. We're gonna proceed as if our answer was the right one. So the answer is 19100 and 19120 -LT, okay? So if you got the same as we did, then congratulations, we agree. If you got the second one, tell us why. If you got the book answer, tell us why. We would appreciate that. And if you didn't get any of those, don't worry, we'll give you a tip, okay? So let's go to the tips. Level 3 difficulty.
The book has one answer
that we're calling book answer. We believe
that is a different answer.
A different answer. perhaps it is 12-100 and 12-120 LT. We put it perhaps because we're not sure. We believe it's this, but we are waiting for you to correct us if we are wrong, okay? So the second one, the procedure is
an excision.
An excision, right? The biopsy and extraction of lesion are consequences of the excision. So look for excision after, put it for excision after biopsy, right?
Okay.
Okay. Now, the tip number 3, LT modifier means the left side to indicate that the procedure was only done to the left breast, right? Not the right breast, just the left breast, right? So then we have the links, right? The links to understand the procedure. We have 3 A+ links, which are the best links. So we advise you to see them, at least the first one, okay? And if you have a little more time, you can do the other links. Okay, so we have the answer, we have the links, and we have the tips, right? We have everything for you to stop the video or pause the video and give us the path, how we got to the answer, right? So 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is the summary of the whole problem. CPT JJ-RVA-249, exercise 21, and this is a level 3. Can you change that? Level 3 exercise is excision, breast, and biopsy. It's a surgery of the integumentary system. The female patient has a percutaneous needle biopsy of the left breast lesion in the lower outer quadrant. Following the biopsy frozen section results, the physician followed this with an excisional removal of the same lesion. We believe that there are 2 codes. The code number 1 through the index is found like this.
Okay. First,
go to the index.
Go to the index.
Then
you start with the B for biopsy.
For biopsy. Then you go to
breast.
And you get 2, right?
Right.
2 codes. And then if you look at the 2 codes, right? The code number 1 is percutaneous, right?
Right.
Which is what we have. And the code number 2 is open. We don't have open. So that's why we chose the first one, 19-100, right? And that's our code, right? The equal sign means that's our code, right?
Right.
Now, that covers the biopsy. Now, the excision of the lesion. So we're going to do a second code for that. So the code number 2 through the index is found like this.
First, you go to the index.
Right.
Then you start with E for excision.
Excision, and then?
Then you go to breast.
Breast.
Then you go to lesion.
The lesion. You get a range of codes there, right? And now you have to go to the tabular to choose the right one, right? So the code number 2 through the tabular is found like this.
First, you go to tabular.
Tabular.
You start with 19-120.
What does it say there?
Excision of cyst, 1 or more lesions.
All right. It says excision of cyst or excision of a lesion, right? Excision of cyst or excision of a lesion, 1 or more lesions. And then the second one says what?
Second one is 19-125, radiological marker.
And we don't have that. We don't have those keywords there on the text. There's no radiological marker, so we discard that. And the rest are just for each additional one, right? We only have 1, so we ignore that. So let's go back to 19-120, right? And the modifier, the equal sign means that's the code, but we need a modifier because it's the left breast, right? Only. Not both breasts, but just the left breast. So the answer, our answer is 1 code for the biopsy and another code for the excision of the lesion of the left breast, right? And as we told you before, the book answer just gives you the code for the lesion. We have tried to see where in the code book says that the biopsy is included in this. We have not found it. If you find it, please let us know. Thank you, and don't forget to visit our website, and you can also subscribe to our videos by just clicking there in the red button, and you will get
up to 3 videos every day that we make. ICD-10, CPTs, all that's needed to pass the medical coding certification exam.
So don't forget to visit our website and subscribe to our videos. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.